The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by C.R. Smith. C.R. Smith are Scotland's top-rated window and doors company on Trustpilot, rated 4.9 out of 5, with over 5,500 reviews. C.R. Smith have fitted over 1 million windows and doors across Scotland. They offer great financial rates, so you can get the best product for your home at an affordable rate. We're all lovers of the beautiful game. Well, C.R. Smith make beautiful windows for beautiful homes. It's an open goal. Head to crsmith.co.uk for more info. Now it's time for the podcast.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by C.R. Smith.
Hello and welcome to the STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by C.R. Smith. I'm your host, Ronnie Charters. Alongside me, the wonderful Ewen Cameron.
Given the worst week in the history ever.
Now he's finally greeting us. Oh, that's
really
week,
good.
And Callum Bell, everybody.
It's bad how much joy I take from your misery.
Callum Bell.
What a week!
It's been brilliant, isn't it?
The worst week ever.
And it's not even over.
It's shocking, man. I can't believe it. I'm in total shock. This is the worst week ever being a football fan. I can't think of a worse week I've had as being a football fan.
Ronnie's had a great week being a football fan.
I'm doing well. Right. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. This is the final episode of the regular season. Can you believe it? That's all we're going to get. Genuinely, that's all we're going to get. We started this on the 27th of October. Can you believe
months
that?
Is that?
A good few.
8 months. At that point, he was like, they're going to win the league.
I know.
Shankland's here for 10 in a row. Oh, that's jazz.
Rodgers left that night.
Rodgers left that very night, if you remember.
Yeah, very
So,
good.
yes, so this might be the regular one, the end of the regular season. But we've got good news for you guys, because next Thursday, Callum Bell and I go stateside.
You're going to the World Cup.
We're going to the World Cup.
And we're doing podcasts from the World Cup.
We can announce that the STV Radio Football Show is coming to you from America. Callum Bell and I will be stateside. Ewen Cameron will be here with the lovely people from Up Next Studios, and we will give you match day -1 and match day +1.
Correct.
Of each game. So 6 possibly, maybe even more if Scotland get through.
It'll be 6 then.
And
Honestly, see you.
and if Steve Clark goes halfway through, maybe an emergency pod just thrown in there for good measure. But yes, so as well as 6 World Cup specials, Ewen Cameron and I will also have 2 STV Radio Football Show specials on a Saturday.
Yes.
From 2 till 6.
Correct.
That'll be Saturday the 14th. The day of the game, that's going to be bouncing
It'll be
in
unreal.
Boston.
Yes.
The colour will be great. And Saturday the 21st of June, which is just after the Morocco game.
Yeah, before the Brazil
So,
one.
exciting stuff.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a wee break and then getting into the swing
we're-
of things for the World Cup.
And then we're back again for the new season already. Right, but before we do that, before we talk about our live show that took place, which was
It was brilliant.
a
It was so
really good evening, really good fun.
Loved it.
We just wanted to take a beat and to thank every single one of you. This, as we mentioned, this podcast started in October, and genuinely sitting where we are now, no way would we have thought that we'd have been where we have gone and done what we've done, and had so many people love and hate us in equal measure. But yes, we've had over 20 million views.
It's mental.
Mostly because Celtic clipped him up, right?
Very, very good.
Thank you again to
Very
Celtic
good.
admin. Yes, so 20 million views, and we can't thank you enough, genuinely. And we will be back next season. It's confirmed.
Yeah, we will definitely be back next season. See, when I was calculating
I've yet to have the conversation.
I was
yet.
finished up.
I'm yet to have the conversation saying we're back next season. I've yet to have the conversation to say we're back next season.
Why? Why would you want to leave? What's happened
I'm
this
not-
season that's made you not want to talk about football every week?
You're not going to do a Shankland and go to another podcast 2 days before the season ends, are you?
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this episode. I'm really going to enjoy it.
Sorry, you're saying, Callum?
When I was calculating those views, I know this that it's not about it. The thing I care about is folks seem to enjoy it. That's great, right? I couldn't believe when I was looking at it, 20 million times your stupid little face has been watched across 4 different platforms.
Yeah, well, brilliant.
Right,
Okay,
so-
shall we move on?
The comments, because it's been a week for you, pal. It's been a week.
I like this one from Pete.
Pete.
Have to say, Ewan is actually quite fair. Congratulating
He's
Celtic.
picked the one that's
I
actually
know.
no roasting.
Calling out the conspiracy theories. I almost feel sorry for him. Yes, Pete, thank you so much for that.
I prefer N.V. Get it right up you and your fud.
I like this one from Celt6788. We are all Ronnie Charters.
Yes, we are.
Wildman says that was brilliant. Fair play to him. He took it on the chin. Yes, I did take it on the chin.
You did. You
Yes.
came out of it looking okay.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm not one of those guys that peddles conspiracy theories. I just can't be arsed with it. I can't be bothered with it. So no.
I like this one from Gillis. Just says, never clicked on a video so fast in my life. I've never see before it uploaded. The amount of notifications had been like, where is it? Where is it? Get it uploaded. Where is it?
See what about this one from Chipper67? For all the grief Ewan gets, I actually don't mind the banter and was very touched by his background story and the sad passing of his brother. Good luck for next season, Ewan. Thank you, Chipper. It would have been a lot better had Celtic not won the league, though.
Thomas says, absolutely brilliant show. Only started listening about 6 weeks ago, just after Celtic lost to Dundee United.
Can help you.
Had to keep listening as I'm superstitious, plus Cameron's a ball bag, and good to hear him getting ripped into by Ronnie and Callum. Hail, hail.
Poke ball plays. Callum Bell is a dead ringer for Paulo Bernardo. Does anyone else see it?
No.
Get this a lot from Cara's family.
I do see it a wee bit now that it's been pointed out by Poke ball play.
And I think I've played more minutes for Celtic this season than Paulo Bernardo as well.
From Helen Mooney, did Callum, the producer, used to be on Clyde 1?
He did.
He did. He was.
I like this one from Neil that says,
When did you leave Clyde 1?
We poached him.
Yeah, I know you poached him, but when was that?
like 2 and a bit years ago, I think.
Because you worked on the breakfast show and you also worked on the football podcast we did.
Yeah, I left the football podcast to come and join Ronnie.
That's right, you did, aye.
This one from Neil in reference to you saying, Ronnie, that you were eating a leftover curry at 9 in the
Oh,
morning.
can I just say, Mama Charters was not happy that I'd said that. She's like, that's just, you cannot tell people that you were doing that, Ronnie. It's like, sorry, mother.
Did Mum give you a row?
I mean, it's
She's
not the
got-
greatest look, is it?
No, it's
She's
not.
got a point.
No.
First off, Indian curry at that time of the morning is elite. Fair play, Ginger Ninja.
Thanks, Neil.
Ginger Ninja.
Main question is, can you ask Ewen Cameron how he's feeling that Shankland is signing for Rangers, leaving Hearts and signing for Rangers? You hear that, Ewan? Keep up the good work, Callum. We'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that.
This one from Jared. Open Goal has to be the best podcast out there, but this comes in at least the top 5.
Fine.
I'll take top
Fine.
5. I'll
Yeah.
take top 5. Right. Any others? Have we done with that?
There's some live show comments.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Quite like
because
that.
he obviously, I mean, fair play. You did walk out with the Celtic top on.
Shall we tell them what happened before that moment?
Let's.
So we were having lunch in Oranmore, and this is behind the scenes conversations that we were having. We actually, the three of us, end up having a rather heated debate about the Celtic strip.
I felt bad for the couple behind us who were just out for a lovely lunch in Laurenborn. We were like, no, I'll tell you that you're wearing the strip.
Yeah. We, I wasn't up for wearing the strip because I was still hurting from 3 days earlier when Hearts lost the league on the final day. I just couldn't bring myself to wearing it. And we ended up getting into a bit of a heated debate at the table in Oranmore. And then it was pointed out to me that you said it publicly, you made a bet, you need to stand by your word. And
People have paid their money.
well, it's not even just paid their money. I get that as well. But I've always stood by my word. If I've made a bet and I've made a stupid bet and I've got it wrong, then you have to face up to it. And then you two pointed that out to me. Despite my objections to wearing the Celtic strip, you turned out to be right. But on that particular day, because it was still raw for me, I was still feeling emotionally drained after what had happened at Celtic Park. But ultimately, you were correct. And as much as there are people out there going, what you like, man, doing that to the Hearts support after we've just lost the league and you're walking in a Celtic strip. But I am a man of my word.
Correct.
And
You
my
are.
word is more powerful and more personal than what happened at Celtic Park, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
If you can't, what's the saying? If you can't trust a man by his words,
He's a jambo.
Very good.
If you can't beat them, draw them. And can I tell you that
But
I
you,
was...
you two were playing good cop, bad
Oh,
cop.
it was great. It was
See, I'll look
brilliant.
back on it right now. You two were playing good cop, bad cop when we had that argument.
In order, because I'll let you in on that, because he's a child, right? We know he's a child. In order to get him to wear the strip, we actually had to tell him he was going further, and that he was going to wear his normal Hearts hoodie and stuff on, and then the sex bomb music will play, and he had to strip off in front of everyone to unveil the Celtic strip. I'm not doing that. I'll just wear the strip. So we got him to where we wanted to get him to.
It was a very well rehearsed
Yeah, we're good at
conversation.
This.
By Ronnie and I.
I was working at the Scottish Cup final, and on my way out, bumped into a Celtic player who will remain nameless. But he did say to me, "Hey, well done, blah, blah, blah." He went, "Could you not got a strip that fits him?" So even the Celtic players
I
caught
love
wind
that
of
they
it.
know.
Yeah.
They
love that.
know. Right, let's get to our weekends.
Well, should we just very quickly before, because we should thank the folk that did the live show.
Should we?
Aye.
Christ.
Stephen O'Donnell. Cole
Oh,
Donaldson.
here, by the way, just when you think the man can't do anything else, Stephen O'Donnell.
I know.
Not
He
only
raps.
is a brilliant player, good-looking bastard.
Stunning.
He can rap.
He's a good-looking boy.
Cole Donaldson, brilliant.
He's great.
Frank
value.
McAvenny and Davy Martindale.
Oh.
They deserve a TV show, the two of them.
Brilliant.
Like Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere. Just get they two in a camper van just driving across Britain.
So good.
And everyone else in between. The wonderful Kat Harvey.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
my
whole thing was
God.
great.
She was the best thing
We,
about it.
we can't
Up
have
next-
any complaints.
Up Next Studios made it look like it was a TV
We
show.
filmed it.
They were unreal.
Who's your pals, the sound engineers? They were brilliant. Have they missed it?
Steedsy.com. Steedsy.com did the sound for us. And the video from the live show, part 1's coming out on Wednesday. Part 2 is coming out on Thursday.
Oh, there's a part 1 and 2 now.
Part 1 and 2.
Things have changed. This is exciting.
I know.
Even I can't
So
wait
part
to see
1 is Martindale and McAvenny.
Yep.
Then we have a break. And then part 2 is on Thursday, which is O'Donnell and Cole Donaldson.
And Oran Moore, what a venue, by the way.
Brilliant.
And they were so accommodating for
Looks
everything.
good.
Yep.
Looked
Shout out
great.
to Lauren and her team. I think
Lauren
she,
and the
she
team
wasn't there
at
tonight.
Oran
It was
Moore.
Emily. They looked after us. And also CR Smith and Lime.online who made the whole thing happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
brilliant.
appreciate you guys doing
so
it.
thank you to CR Smith and thank you to Lime.online for sponsoring
I
the
think-
event. And they all had a blast as well.
I was still in the Oran Moore bar at 2:30, 3 in the morning with some
You
of them.
weren't
I
there?
was indeed.
I left at midnight and you
Uh-huh.
were still there till 2:30, 3.
Everybody kept buying me rosy wine. Genuinely. Some more than others.
Some more than others.
You well know. Ollie.
That's a story.
What time did your night end?
I left at about 2 a.m. So Cara was just taking shots of tequila off podcast fans. Not for me. She was just having them. And at one point I was like, if I don't leave now, this is going to be chaos that I can't deal with.
Was
So I
Cara
just-
quite popular?
She was having a good time.
Okay.
Her and I ended the night together.
Did you?
Yeah, we were the last two standing.
Your story about the taxi was very good.
So we stumble out right of Oran Moore, lastminute.com. Like, it was nearly light outside. And we go, there's a wee place next door for some food. Chips, cheese, curry for me. She gets some weird concoction of like
She got-
pakora, chips and gravy and all this, whatever it was.
She got a chicken pakora, 1 fritter, and curry sauce over both of them.
So I says, right,
Yep.
order your Uber and I'll wait with you. Got her in the Uber. I says, right. I shut the door. I said, taxi driver, okay, everything all good, perfect. I says, you've got my number, text me when you're home. She drives off and I go and chat to the other people who were there and we were standing. And I says, right, that's me, I'm going home. And I turn to my left and there's Cara with her chips going, where you going? I went, hang on a minute. You were in a taxi? I definitely sent you in a taxi. She's a wilder a night
She
out.
got in the taxi.
She just got the taxi because she thought her phone wasn't in it, and it was.
She made, when she got to the flat. So firstly, right, I didn't just leave her. I'm not just a terrible person. I said,
did.
right, I'm getting a taxi. We go, and she went, my night's not done yet, and just ran away from the taxi. And I was like, fine.
The anchor like dragging her down. Lassie's enjoying herself, and he's trying to drag her up the road. Do you know what I mean?
She gets the taxi back to the flat, and rather than get out of it, she made the taxi driver finish the song that was on the radio so she could sing along to it, and then she got out.
Just what a wonderful human being. I have to, not more. Yep. The fans were loving it.
That was great. It was such a good night. We'll definitely do another one.
Oh,
100%.
surely.
Have to do it. It was such a good laugh. Honestly.
So
it
genuinely,
was-
from all of us, thank you so much for everyone who came along.
Yeah.
Everyone who won a telly.
Oh, we gave away 10 flat screen tellies.
Mental. Where'd they come from?
I don't know who gave us some. I know it's something to do with the STV player, but we gave away 10 55-inch 4K UHD TVs.
High-sense television.
Yeah.
With sound bars, some of them
Sound bars as well. It was a great night.
One of the guys that was there,
Yeah.
we should mention this. Should we do this now? Do you want
Yes,
to do it
no,
later?
Yeah,
aye,
let's
that's
do
a
it now.
permanent
So,
fixture.
Gordon
The
Gunn,
lovely Gordon,
Who-
I keep slagging, and I had to apologise to him.
Ewan, you can tell us how we first met Gordon Gunn.
We met Gordon on the streets of Glasgow when I was coming home on a Saturday afternoon, and we played a wee video clip of him here on the podcast. And you slagged him off royally. Well, you both did.
Aye, I did.
He called me a prick in the video.
I said he looked like Shergar.
He slagged me off.
What was it you said about a letterbox?
He could eat an apple through a letterbox
Aye. Well, he turned up at the podcast,
with his lovely wife.
who also wasn't happy at you calling him Shergar.
She's got a point.
She's definitely got a point. But Gordon lost his son recently,
Zach, yeah.
Zach, and he's such a lovely guy, isn't he? He's such a lovely guy.
So we are all forever 7 now.
We are all forever 7. He lost his son at age 7, and
So I'm going to keep this. In fact, I'm going to take this to America actually because it's thin. That's what
Yeah,
you need.
that'll be
there you
useful.
go. Forever
Aye.
7.
And he's
Gordon, we're with you, my man.
Love you, mate.
Love you, bud.
Really
See, I've got the
appreciate you
maroon
saying
one. Look at that.
We all got the same. We all got the
Aye.
right
I
colours.
got a wee orange one.
Yeah, and I've got my baseball cap. Actually, I'll put that on now.
I got the green one.
You got a green baseball cap?
No, a green t-shirt. But
He's
he got me a
also-
large. Oh, I know he's extra large. Come on, son. I've got PT.
The link is now live for Forever 7, so if you want to go and
How's that
donate or check
looking?
it out. And
That's nice.
There you go. I've got the Forever 7 baseball
stunning.
cap.
You look great.
Fantastic. Right, how was the weekends?
I was
You were at Kelso.
I was at Kelso. I was the race Kelso Races Ladies' Day. So I was DJing yesterday. What day is it today? Monday. Yeah, yesterday I was DJing at Kelso Races. 4,000 people. Unbelievable night.
You showed the video there, it looked mental.
It's nuts. It is one of the best days of the year. Kelso Races, 4,000 people. Amazing. Didn't get home until about 1 o'clock this morning. So that's why I'm a wee bit hoarse, wee bit croaky.
Hey!
very good.
Very good. So that was last night. Saturday, I don't publicise it, but it was my birthday on Saturday.
Happy birthday!
I
You're
don't publicise
joking.
it.
What?
I block it on social media as well, so nobody knows that it's my birthday.
Why?
So it was my birthday. And my wife bought me a watch. Look what she bought me.
Oh, Teresa.
looks expensive.
It's nice, isn't it?
What does she do for a living?
Look at that.
Oh, we like
Do you like
that.
that?
Don't publicise it. Somebody will rob you next time they see you. You're joking.
So it's my birthday
You're
on Saturday.
so weird.
You are weird.
On it. We were talking on the radio.
Yeah, I know. I don't mention things like that
Why?
because I don't like it. I block it. See on Facebook when you get notifications.
I don't understand.
23rd of May. I'm putting
Nice,
that
well
down.
done. So how old did you turn, or do you not talk about that either?
I don't talk about that either.
56.
What do you think?
I think you're 56.
Shut up. What do you think, Ronnie?
Is he are you 50 yet? You must be. 51. Oh, that's no bad.
Okay. Okay. You look
If
great.
it was a big one, I'd be very, very angry at you. I would have.
No.
I
My
know.
wife's celebrating her big one on Saturday.
You're joking.
No.
Wait, please tell me you're doing something.
No. She doesn't want to do anything because she's going to the Maldives.
That's enough.
Fair.
Right,
Okay.
it's-
Yeah, I was
it's
very
no
really
as if
mad
she's
at
got
you.
to make a bingo or something, is it? Jesus Christ. She's got to the Maldives. All right, Teresa.
She's been saving up for it and she's going to the Maldives with her pals. I'm not going with her.
What a birthday that is.
She's going with her girl pals. I'm not even allowed to go to the Maldives with her.
Also, girls'
It's
holidays.
a girls' holiday.
But not to Benidorm, to the Maldives.
To the Maldives.
She's such a cultured swine. I love her.
They've been saving up for 2 years, her and her pals.
Oh,
that's
good.
cool.
And are they
Good
all
for
the
them.
same age together?
Aye.
Oh, fantastic.
That's class,
Half a
yeah.
hunter, still a stunner. That's what we say.
Hey,
Hello.
nice.
Mine was very boring. I had the Scottish Cup final.
Which was boring.
It was boring. I had to go back to Celtic Park afterwards and do all the celebration stuff.
So what time did your night end?
I didn't get, and it was my lovely nephew Rory's second birthday, which I missed completely, unfortunately. But I got back about 9ish, so he was still up a wee bit. I could say happy birthday and all that jazz to him. We got my video message from PC Plum,
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I
and
love
he
PC
just
Plum.
watched it constantly.
Oh,
So we had a
amazing.
lovely birthday for wee Rory. Happy birthday again, Rory. And then that was it.
What about you, Callum?
Oh,
These
I mean,
are-
now we call him the posh wank, right?
Yeah.
Just wait.
brace yourself. I went to my very close friend Martin. I'm a groomsman for his wedding later this year. It was his stag do. So we went to a country manor in Oxford.
Oh, my God.
Do you know what I mean?
Gets better.
Did you go clay pigeon shooting?
We played water polo.
Oh, I'm going to be sick.
Played water polo.
I'm going to be sick.
Wait, played what? The horses ordering.
That's good. Like that one. That's good.
Honest to God,
That's
I
when
know,
you think
guys.
you're going to be any more a posh wank. You
How many
go
of them
and-
was there?
There was 16 lads there. Most of them were Northern Irish. So then I did the Northern Irish accent every time I had a drink for the whole weekend. I'm very good at a Northern Irish accent. And one of the boys turned up in an Aston Martin. So that made me feel inadequate.
Oh my God. It sounds like the worst weekend ever. Ooh,
What did you chat? What was your chat like? Were they all kind of
They were...
La-di-da, yeah, should we go play some water polo?
all right, all of our twins is now playing water polo, everybody?
They were all Australian. It was good. They were all... there was about 6 of them that were, and I don't use this word often, mental.
Really?
Some of the stuff they were doing. I don't think either of them, like any of those 6, slept more than half an hour.
Oh, we can guess what
days.
that was then. Okay, very good.
There is something about posh people. They are quite weird,
100%.
but they are.
Let's not alienate the people who are posh from the podcast.
They like to swing. That's quite common. In any documentary I've ever watched about swinging, they're all very posh.
Was that?
There was one there.
A swinger!
And once the boys found out, especially one Northern Irish guy called Clark, who's hilarious. Really, really, he's one of the best men. He went up to him and was like, mate,
Oh, here comes. He's just wanted to tell this story so he could put that in.
it's very good. Brace yourselves. And he goes up to me and goes, mate, I need you to tell me everything about it. Everything about it. And so he's proceeded to explain how that works between him and his partner.
How the swinging works.
It's not swinging, it's open relationship.
But what does that mean, open relationship? As in, you can do whatever you want, as long as you tell them.
Yeah, and there are other rules as well, but I didn't. It's probably not for me to say because he didn't say I could mention it on a podcast that lots and lots of people.
Interesting. I really hope the wife knows. Right. Anyway, right, I've got a joke before we go into the football. This joke is from Martin in Glasgow. Right. So a man walks into the doctor's and says to the doctor, "Doctor, I need to help. You need to help me." He says, "This voice of mine," he says, "it's ruining relationships. I can't hold a job doing everybody's slagging me. You need to help me." The doctor goes, "Right, okay, let's see what I can do." Does an examination. He says, "Right, I'm going to put it bluntly, my friend, your penis is too big." He says it's putting a lot of strain on your vocal cords and that's why your voice is too high. But it's very, very straightforward. We do a simple reduction procedure and that should sort it. Oh, thanks, doctor, that's brilliant. Procedure goes ahead. And he comes back 2 weeks later and he goes, "Doctor, I can't thank you enough. Listen to me, I'm absolutely brand new." He says, "One wee thing." He says, "It's Valentine's Day next weekend, and obviously since I've had the reduction, the wife's no best pleased. Is there a way just for a couple of days you could reverse the procedure?" The doctor says, "Sorry, I can't help you."
Yeah.
Thank you, Martin. Martin in Glasgow sent that one on Instagram. Thank you, Martin. Right, let's get to the footy, shall we? And I think there is only one place to start.
See, before you get to where you want to start, because I know what you're going to say, I think we need to go in chronological order. And can I bring up the release of the audio from the Celtic game against Hearts?
Yes.
Go on.
Can we
Please
go?
do.
Can we go there first? Because it came out after we'd done the podcast
It
last
did.
week. And up until that moment, there was a lot of conspiracies flying around. There was a lot of chat around the abandonment of the game and that Hearts should be awarded the league title and a 3-0 victory and everything. And a lot of people were asking me for my thoughts and opinions on it. Now, I wasn't one of those individuals that was going onto social media and having a blast at the SFA or the SPFL or Don Robertson because I wanted to hear what happened before jumping the gun and before making myself look like an absolute dickhead.
Never stopped you before.
No, that's true. And I have said things that make me look fucking stupid from time to time. But on something like this, I just couldn't see where we were going to get awarded the league because there was a pitch invasion.
Yeah, George Fulks, is it Lord Fulks? Is that his name?
He's a fool.
What is he talking about?
He's a fool.
He's tweeting
Like,
during
he's-
the Cup final that Celtic should gracefully hand the league title over to Hearts.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, I know.
He's a Labour peer. Isn't he?
Yeah.
goodness.
So, and a lot of people were asking me about, the pitch invasion. If that happens in any other game, they have to restart the game and blah, 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 blah. You can't just end a football match because of a pitch invasion. Well, we've heard the audio. And the game's over, right? The game's over. But I can't...
Can we just get to the quote? Hearts are happy to end the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, and this is my point on it, see if I'm Derek McInnes or if I'm Lauren Shankland, any of those players that are on the pitch, do I want to come back on for an extra 30 seconds or a minute to have the Celtic fans celebrating around me? Get yourself out of Dodge. I don't want to go back on the pitch. The game is done. Yeah. The game is over. And the other thing about the pitch invasion, I can't be a hypocrite like there's a lot of people out there in the media, particularly in the Scottish football media, who for me are hypocrites. I have in the past defended pitch invasions. I defended the Hibs fans invading Hampden when they won the Scottish Cup for the first time since 1902. I understood it. And understood the exuberance of it, having won the Scottish Cup for the first time in over 100 and X amount of years. So I can't sit here and be overly critical of the fans. I get it and I understand the exuberance of winning the title in the last minute on the final day of the season. However, this is where I do criticise the fans. See if you go on to run onto the pitch and you go to celebrate, fair enough. Don't be goading the opposition players.
No, it's a terrible look.
That's a terrible look. It is bang out of order. I fully get and understand you celebrating with your own players and your fellow fans. However, you shouldn't be on the pitch in the first place, and understand, from what we're hearing, is that the sanctions that are in place in England and Wales are going to be introduced here in Scotland, where there's going to be a 5-year banning order, you're going to have a criminal record.
But we have to discourage it, because it's happening too often recently.
See, I understand about discouraging it. My issue with the pitch invasion is the goading of the opposition players. It's not the actual pitch invasion itself, it's the running up to opposition players and having a pop at them, hand gestures, swearing at them.
The guy had a wearing his on.
Here's the thing, right? Everyone's going, oh, what were they ever going to do? But they're just overly excited. Here's the thing. If you've ever been in a pub or you've ever been on a street and somebody runs up to you in an intimidating matter, that's scary.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
That is really scary. It's uncomfortable. Coming from all directions, of course you're going to be intimidated by that. Of course you're going to be scared by that. But I think that action now needs to be taken because it's becoming way too often now that opposition players are being goaded by opposition fans.
Here's what the statements in which were released during the week, last week, from Hearts and the SFA, I think, so Hearts released a statement on Wednesday, all right, in which they say, I've got the wording here just so I'm being very clear. Where are we here? We have also written to the SFA and SPFL setting out our observations and questions regarding the circumstances surrounding the premature ending of the match and expressed our concern that a troubling precedent has been set whereby a pitch invasion can effectively determine the duration of a football match rather than the match officials. We've asked for a prompt response. Now, that was on the Wednesday. The SFA say that Hearts had that audio since Monday.
I heard they had it since Sunday.
Well, regardless, they had
Sunday night.
They had it at least 2 days before this statement went out.
Yes.
Where the audio says Don Robertson has ended the match, not the pitch invasion.
No.
And Hearts are happy for that match to be ended. I found that quite odd. I get.
Look.
But the audio is pretty clear.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with it. And there's going to be Hearts fans who are going to hate me for saying that. I think we need to be bigger and better than that and show a wee bit of integrity here. I think the pitch invasion shouldn't have happened. We get that and I understand that, but I also understand the exuberance around it. The goading the players bang out of order. And now action will be taken against those. What I would say is this, is that Hearts lost the league on the final day of the season.
Yes.
We were unlucky to lose the league on the final day of the season because I think, and I know that Celtic fans don't agree with me here, but I think we deserve to win it. For the way that we have played all season,
250
odd days at the top of it, and we lost it on the final day, it was just heartbreaking to lose the league in that fashion. So I can understand why a lot of the Hearts fans are upset and angry at the pitch invasion. They're looking at ways to maybe... Go on.
Almost. My question to you would be, as a Hearts fan, Would you genuinely want to win the league because a game was abandoned
No.
because 30 seconds of the game weren't played?
No.
I think that'd be an awful way to win
No,
it.
I
like, win a league.
also, if I'm a player, I don't want to be stepping back out onto that pitch once
No.
the pitch was cleared because there's 60,000 fans in there having a party.
But then the only point I would agree with in Hart's statement, and I think it's badly conveyed. I don't think it's particularly well put.
They're hurt. Can we
Yeah,
give
totally.
them, give them a
Totally.
But
wee
you
bit
also
of
have to
leeway?
be restraint
And
in your heart.
transparent. The only point I would give them is I do agree that, look, a pitch invasion shouldn't stop a game. Because if that is a precedent that's set, then what happens next? In the 89th minute?
Wait,
in the 90th minute?
No, hold on a sec. What I would say on that as well, if it had been the 86th minute, then we've got a massive problem on our hands.
Yeah,
Then
it
the
was
game,
like
but then
40 seconds to go.
But then the game doesn't end in the 86th minute. The Hearts players are then being told to come back onto the
they are.
pitch, but because
the referee ended the game.
Derek McInnes he doesn't want to be hanging about Celtic for another minute.
No, they
while
got,
the Cel-
got straight on the bus.
He's got straight on the bus, but it was also a police request to get themselves on the bus because they were fearful of trouble.
Which is a shame.
Which, again,
It's a real shame.
It's a real shame that the police are telling the Hearts players in their boots, in their shin pads, in their strips, get your asses on that bus and get yourselves down the road. That itself is also a poor look for Scottish football. So Celtic themselves are going to get hammered. Hopefully they get hammered because I think they deserve to get hammered for not being able to control their own fans, and also for the fact that the Hearts players were told by the police, get your asses on the bus because we fear there could be trouble. That's not great, and it's not great for Celtic either. However, Hearts, I think they've accepted it now. I think the first couple of days, I'm talking about the club. If they haven't, then...
I thought you were talking about the bid from Rangers. Sorry. Right, let's get to that because...
Anyway,
yeah,
I'm going to say it again.
Very
Congratulations, Celtic. You won the Scottish Premiership title and you won it fair and square. That's it. It's done. We draw a line under it and we move on.
Lawrence Shankland is about to be named a Rangers player. I cannot believe that sentence has just been uttered from my mouth, but it is. Hearts, when they announced Lawrence Shankland's new deal, said that he'd signed a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
He had not signed a 3-year deal.
No.
He'd signed a 1-year deal with the option of possibly extending that deal. I know, Hen. I know. So again, from that point of view, if I'm a Hearts fan, I'm fuming because I'm thinking my captain's sitting another 2 years, no going anywhere.
And if he does go anywhere, we're getting big bucks from him.
You're getting the best striker in Scotland by a country mile.
So we're still waiting on the actual detail of the contract. There's loads of different stories flying around just now. I don't know what's come out this morning because I haven't read anything, but I was going to bed on Saturday night and somebody texted me in football who said Lawrence Shankland could be going to Rangers by the end of this week. And I was like, I thought they were ripping the piss. I don't know what time, it was really late at night. I then go into X and I see fans are now speculating about Lawrence Shankland going to Rangers. I then text a couple of other people and then I put out my tweet, which has got over 500,000 views on it. And the story was, and what I had been hearing, was that Lawrence Shankland has signed... What happened at the end of last season was this. Lawrence Shankland waited until the last minute to hopefully get his move to Rangers. He wanted to go to his boyhood club, Rangers. Russell Martin said no.
Russell Martin said no.
Russell Martin said no, wasn't the type of player that he was looking for the type of football that he was playing, that Lawrence Shankland wouldn't fit in.
So Clement also had a chance for him.
Clement as well. But twice they've said no, Clement and also Russell Martin. So he waited up until the last minute to go and play with his boyhood club. Didn't happen. Hearts went in, got these... McInnes wanted him badly. As you can imagine.
He was really open about that.
Really open. I'm desperate to keep him. They got the deal done. Now, what his agent has done, Lawrence Shankland's agent has done, he's worked a brilliant deal. And again, we're waiting for the details of that coming out. Here's my question to it. If it's true that he signed a 1-year deal with the option for another 2, how can you announce that as a 3-year deal? What else I've heard is this, is it was a 1-year deal and then there was a window for like a week or so that if nothing happened in that week, the 2-year option kicks in automatically. So there was an end date for when the year ended to when the 2-year option came into place.
And I wonder who would have told Rangers as a boyhood fan that this is the week you need to come in.
As a Hearts fan, what has this done to the legacy of Lawrence Shankland?
For me, nothing.
For the wider Hearts fans, will they be as understanding as you?
You just need to go on X and see what they're saying about Lawrence
I
Shanklin.
haven't, genuinely, I don't know.
But I would say to those Hearts fans, you're bang out of order.
What are they saying?
I genuinely don't know.
They're just
Done with him.
as you can imagine. They're already done with him. And some of the nasty things they're saying about him.
Like a John Souttar type.
Yeah, all that and worse.
Really?
Here's the thing. I'm a Hearts supporter, right? I grew up in Edinburgh. I hung about in Gorgie. I was a season ticket holder for a number of years with my kids before I started working at the weekends. I love the club and I love Lawrence Shanklin. I love what he's done for Hearts, particularly this season. However, we all know he's a Rangers supporter. It's his boyhood club. He was there for European nights at Ibrox. He turned up to watch Rangers in other games when he could.
Seville?
He was in
Saw him in
Seville as
Seville?
well. And that's like me as a Hearts fan. I would love to have played for Hearts at some point in my life. It's my boyhood club. So I have no problems with Lawrence
He
Shanklin.
also gave you 4 years where he was the top goal scorer.
Oh, he was unbelievable.
And he's given you a season that you'll never forget.
Correct. He was our
I think
talisman.
Hearts fans need to. This is just a wee gentle reminder, right? Like, you've got Tony Bloom and all your Jamestown stuff, but there is right now still a pecking order in Scottish football. Mm-hmm. And if Rangers want your best player, it's just been proven that they'll go. Now, we sat here last week, and I said to you, and I got stick for it, that was your chance to win the league.
Yeah.
You say you'll get stronger. My argument to you was the old firm will never be as weak. And I've just been proven right. Because Rangers now at their disposal has the best striker in Scotland next season.
Yeah.
So how can you understand the thinking that Hearts won't get close again?
I think Hearts are there or there's about again next season. Do you honestly think Hearts are just disappearing?
I don't think they challenge for the title next season, no. Lawrence Shanklin's just gone.
Go and clip that up.
It's there. Trust me, TikTok will do it for me.
I'm just going to sit back and watch.
Halkett will go. The rebuild's going to be incredible.
Devlin, Beningame, both gone.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's a bit premature, Ronnie.
No, that might be fair, but this is a football podcast about opinions. I think Celtic Rangers will get stronger.
You don't think Hearts are anywhere near it next year?
Rangers have just dealt a crippling blow to Hearts next season.
Do you not think Hearts are anywhere near it next year?
I don't think they challenge as well as they might get up. I think they might be there or thereabouts, maybe March time. But I think the quality of Celtic and Rangers. That's huge.
Yeah,
that is your talisman, your captain, your top goal scorer of the last 4 years. That's not easily replaced. I don't care how much spreadsheet Tony Bloom's got. You can't replace Lawrence Shanklin like for like.
No, he's going to be a difficult player to replace. I agree with you, Ronnie.
I wonder what Derek McInnes is thinking.
But I also would put this question to you. Mm-hmm. Have Hearts had the best of Lawrence Shanklin? He's going to be 31 in August.
Oh, potentially. Possibly. I mean, he's still got a good couple of years in him.
No. I agree with you. Would I rather have him at Hearts? 100%. Yeah. Do I begrudge Lawrence Shanklin leaving Hearts to go to Rangers? No. Because I get it. Mm-hmm. I understand it. It's his club. It's his boyhood club. He grew up supporting them. He goes to the games. He goes to European games. He wanted to join Rangers at the end of last season. It didn't materialise. He's worked a contract where he might get another chance to sign for Rangers before he ends his career.
For Rangers.
And he has got his dream. And I am not going to sit here and chastise a player that I love because he's getting his dream.
Yeah.
He's getting to fulfill his dream. And fair play to him. He did what he did for Hearts, and I love him for that. But I'm going to wish him all the best. And Hearts fans are going to hate me for saying that. But I wish Lawrence Shanklin all the best. However,
go on.
However,
say it.
I hope he's shite.
It'll be so. I mean, fair play. I think from a Rangers point of view, right? Andrew Kavanagh, he did all the interviews after Rangers season ended. There was a lot of talk about leadership, about needing Rangers men. Fair play to him and Danny Rule, because they have just, I think, got one of the biggest transfers over the line in Scottish football history. And in the context of what the season we've just had.
Yes.
Where Lawrence Shanklin at times dragged Hearts into this title race, scored some unbelievable goals against Rangers, by the way.
Yeah.
And they got so close. And then the season isn't even over. The season ends tonight with the playoff final, right?
Yeah.
We're recording this Monday morning. And they've already produced that level of signing. I think fair play. And what it'll do is it'll take the pressure off Danny Rowell ever so slightly because the Rangers fans have got a signing they want.
The Rangers fans are celebrating, and I understand why.
I would too.
We've had Cole Donaldson in here, we've had managers in here, and other players, etc. And they've all said that Lawrence Shankland is hands down the best striker in Scottish football and has been for a while.
And should be starting against Haiti.
And should be starting against
Has
Haiti.
to be starting
The
against
boy
Haiti.
is brilliant. He's not just a great striker in regards to scoring goals. He's also a great link-up player. He holds the ball up well. He drops in deep. He makes things happen. He reminds me, and I'm not saying he's the same as,
gonna be
but
good.
he's very similar to Harry Kane for me. In the sense
Yeah.
where he
Yeah, I know
drops,
what you mean,
he
yeah.
drops deep. He creates things. He's intelligent. He can finish. The boy is a brilliant footballer.
But I think
and
Ronnie-
Rangers have got an absolute diamond there.
Incredible.
And especially with the amount of chances that Rangers create, he could be the difference for them next year.
Him and Sharmisi is a pairing up front.
That's scary.
Formidable.
That's scary.
But you said the word that I think genuinely the biggest thing about him, for all of his talents, is the fact that he is a leader. He might not end up being the Rangers captain, but he is a
I think
leader.
there's a conversation to be had. James Tavernier's away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Callum, you got a lot of stick for telling the world about what you'd heard in the Tynecastle Tunnel after a 2-1 defeat
Yeah.
to Hearts for Rangers. And Danny Rowell shouts out, "Get me
He needs
leaders."
to get me leaders, yeah.
Well, Rangers clearly listened to him because the first person to go and sign is a leader, is a captain, is Scottish, is a Rangers fan.
To say what Ronnie just said a minute ago, but to just phrase it slightly different, being right feels brilliant. It feels really, really good.
I think if this is the start of this is going to be like an arms race between Hearts, Celtic and Rangers to just one-up each other. Now, Rangers and Hearts are at the advantage because they have at least a manager in place in order to move that along.
So the other chat that I was hearing is that the next signing that Rangers are going to bring in is Graham from Dundee.
Luke Graham.
Graham.
Great player.
There's also, and I hate saying this,
James Penrice.
yeah, James Penrice coming in is at left back, but that'll be a tough one because he'll want to play. But who's already at left back just now? And he's a really good signer in January. He's probably
Yeah,
their
Romans.
Romans.
Because Magoma's on loan, he'll go back.
Magoma's gone. He's already thanked
But then
Rangers.
you need to. You're going to be
Yeah,
playing.
no,
You're
true.
going to be playing possible Europa League football.
Yeah, no, that's true. So there's another Scottish boy who's a leader, who was really good in the Hearts dressing room, has just won a title with AEK Athens. There's also chat, and I hate this chat that's going round. I don't see it happening, if I'm being honest.
Oh, they're not taking Colin Chisholm and are they? Either they like they kind of songs.
No, a couple of pals messaged me to say that Rangers are considering making a move for Devlin on a free.
It'd be a really
Why
good
would you
signing.
know?
He's been brilliant.
That would. Oh my, jeez.
He's not your player anymore.
I know he's not, but jeez.
He's at the World Cup, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything in the Lewis Ferguson chat that's going on just now about Rangers.
Lewis Ferguson will be linked, probably by Derek, to be honest, every single transfer window. Just
Yeah.
because
And
he's
every
another
club.
one. Like Lawrence Shankland. Because everybody knows he's a Rangers man.
Yes.
But it'll be interesting. Rangers have got a lot of work to do, but they've started it so early on.
But they've got a lot of work to do, but they've got to get rid of quite a few players. They can't just keep adding to that squad because
Yeah.
they've got,
Yeah.
who have they got? Chermiti, Miovski, Danilo. Is he not coming back as well?
Coming back, yeah.
Who else is there?
You get rid of Danilo.
Shanklin, Danilo. I mean, there's loads of players there. They're going to have to get rid of 2 or
Yeah.
3 just in the forward positions.
Giga goes back though, doesn't he? The centre back.
Nasser Giga goes back.
He was on loan.
Oh, does he? Was he
yeah,
on
he
loan?
was
Was
just a
he?
loan signing.
Right, okay.
I would
Mikey
argue-
Moore is back. But whether it helps that Spurs stayed up yesterday,
He might come back.
come back. So yeah, listen.
It's an unbelievable
A
signing for Rangers.
seismic move in the transfer window this early on, and it's such.
Does that scare you as a Celtic fan?
Of course, what a player!
Would
Celtic
you have
fans will.
taken him at Celtic?
Nah, I mean, it'd never been of a player of his quality. Of course,
Yeah.
you would. Every team would take him. Anyone who says no is just bitter and doesn't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry, but
Because of his allegiance to Rangers, you couldn't take him.
I don't think he would go to Celtic.
No, he wouldn't.
No chance.
He wouldn't.
And I totally understand that.
No.
So, I mean, what an exciting chapter for him now is about he's about
Yeah.
to go to the World Cup.
Another thing.
Imagine he sets that light at the World Cup.
Oh,
Rangers
I
get,
know.
Rangers get one of the best strikers in Scotland for nothing.
The thing about Lawrence Shankland is this as well, is there's a chance he could be captain as well. There's a real chance.
Very good chance.
There's a real chance he could be the captain of Rangers. He goes from the captain of Hearts to the captain of Rangers.
You look through the
Oh,
team, right? John Souttar doesn't play.
No.
He won't be captain.
No.
Manny
Raskin?
Fernandez.
Raskin?
I don't think he'll be there.
Do you think he leaves?
He didn't.
I think he has too much baggage.
Yeah.
Do you think Roll gets rid of him? Roll wants him out.
I think after that tunnel incident that we talked about,
Yeah.
he didn't play for them again. Probably says a lot.
I think, why would you not give it to Lawrence Shankland? I know he's new.
Depends on who else they bring in.
True.
They might hold off on announcing the captain until...
I mean, I don't think Jack Butland will be the number 1 next year.
No.
I agree with that.
So he can't be the captain.
No.
You look through
Fernandez? No.
Nah, not for me.
You're looking for a Scottish boy, aren't you?
the team. Yeah.
I think it does help, yeah.
Conor Barron doesn't play regularly enough.
There was chat that he might be going to Bologna.
So no. Right, anyway, we'll move on. But yes, what a move for Rangers, and Lawrence Shankland heading to Rangers on a 2-year deal, option of a third.
And do you know the other thing that I'm also going to last point on it with Lawrence Shankland? This is his final big paycheck.
Yeah.
And he's going to
31-year-old.
He's going to double his money, if not treble his money.
The 3 years will take him to be 34-year-old.
So he gets a lot more money, and he gets to play for his boyhood club before he hangs up his boots.
Genuinely,
And
I
I can't deny him that, and I can't slag him off for that.
think it's great. One tweet I did see which really made me laugh is that Dundee United made more money off of Lawrence Shankland than Hearts have. That really did it for me.
I would listen. We've spoken enough about Celtic's transfer fiascos and how much they botched that. I think Hearts have botched this.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. The agent had us over a barrel.
It doesn't matter. I know, but then that's the club's fault.
Wait, Ronnie.
That's the club's fault.
Ronnie, I think that's unfair because we don't finish second if Lawrence Shankland isn't there for that
No,
year.
I'm not talking about that.
I know what you mean in regards to the contract situation, but we were either going to get him or not.
No, you've misled your own fans. You've misled your own fans.
Let's wait. See, again, you're making accusations there. Let's just wait to hear.
What did it say when Lawrence signed? When Lawrence Shankland signed, what did it say? Lawrence Shankland has signed a
3-year deal.
And what is he going to do? Leave after 1 year for free.
Right, okay,
So
but
you've misled your fans.
We've heard loads of different stories.
It'd be good to hear Hearts' side of things.
I agree with Roddy.
But I think they have a huge question to answer.
Once Lawrence Shankland's got that scarf above his head, right, let's wait for that moment, and then Hearts no doubt will put out a...
Why is your alarm going off?
I don't know. Hearts will then put out a statement of their own explaining the situation. So until then, let's just keep our powder dry.
It would worry me that Jamestown's analytics don't know the difference between a 3 and a 1. That would concern me going into next season.
Don't bite.
Move on.
We are coming back after the break because we have a whole section dedicated to the double winners of the season. Back after C.R. Smith. The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by C.R. Smith. C.R. Smith Windows and Doors have been going for over 50 years. That's an incredible amount of experience. They offer great finance rates so you can get the best product for your home at an affordable rate. C.R. Smith have over 150 iconic vans across the country. Find the back of the net and head to crsmith.co.uk to get the highest quality windows and doors with the most flexible ways to buy. Now it's time for the STV Radio Football Show.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by C.R. Smith.
Thank you again to our partner, C.R. Smith. We are back for the second half, and chronologically then, we go to Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m, Hampden Park. What a glorious day it was.
Sunny.
Glorious sunshine. The stadium was full. Dunfermline fans played their part, 16 or so thousand. All their flags. Obviously, the majority Celtic wrapped round the rest of the stadium. And it's a win and a double for the Celtic team.
And a comfortable one.
Yeah, I think I would have hoped for Dunfermline's sake they put up a bit more of a fight. But Neil Lennon said that after that first goal by Dyson Maeda, they were spooked. Celtic started playing stuff that they haven't seen since Ange. The one-touch movement stuff was incredible. I know it's horses for courses. They were playing against a championship team at a different level to what they're used to, but still they played well.
Were they that good? Because I didn't see it.
Yeah, they were. I thought they were decent.
They were decent.
Yeah.
I thought Dunfermline had a good 20-25 minutes in the second half.
You never know what happens if Callum Morrison tips it past Sinisalo
For the
best
first
chance,
goal. Yeah.
It may have given them something to hold on to, a bit of G. Fair play to Liam Scales, who I thought was brilliant as well. But you had Maeda, you had Engels, and then you had Iheanacho. I mean, three men who, when you look at the last 2 months of the season, have really stepped up to the plate for Celtic. And we're sitting here talking about that Celtic team winning a double. And it's all because of Martin O'Neill.
Yeah.
It's incredible, the work that man... One of the comments there was like, a statue would be good, but what should be better is naming a stand after him. Celtic have a stand available to be named.
I said a couple of weeks ago, Martin O'Neill for me is one of the best people I've ever met or dealt with in football. An icon of the game. Right now, I can't stand him. The job he's done.
A 74-year-old granddad.
But the job he's done.
Listen.
It's his man management skills.
Of course it is.
It's his man management skills. He
And
just knows
he's the
how
most
to.
humble man.
Yeah.
We went back to Celtic Park after for the celebration.
However, criticism.
Here we go.
I thought that his
Talk Sport interview.
yeah,
Wasn't he great?
wasn't he great?
No.
Wasn't he great? Is he in the cold light of day? He may look at it and think, shit, I've let myself down there.
I was interested in his comments about Tony Bloom and that if there's assaults, prove it. That was an interesting one. Because you don't
You don't say that unless you know for sure.
That's what I mean. So, but he's so good with the media because there's times where, in these past few months, he's been asked very difficult questions about the club and the running of the club.
Yeah.
And there's times he pies it off as, I'm 74. I just hold the jackets. It's these boys that I don't know. He knows everything.
He does.
He's so coy. He's a brilliant orchestrator of a football club.
He plays the daft wee laddie.
Yeah, but
And
does
it's
it
who
so well.
Celtic, they didn't need a head coach.
No.
After Nancy, they needed a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And by God, how lucky was it that he was ready, willing and available?
There's that video clip that was doing the rounds of Martin O'Neill stood in the centre of the changing room.
Yeah.
And you can see the players around him, the respect that they have for him, the love that they have for him. He won Celtic that title. He won Celtic that Scottish Cup. Him.
Can't believe they won a double.
Near can I?
You got to congratulate them.
It's
They
one of the,
deserved
it must be one. It's
It's not
probably one of the
fairy tale.
most sweetest.
I wouldn't go as far to say it's a fairy tale. Everyone's bigging this up as some sort of fairy tale. The squad, the current Celtic squad is worth £144 million. Hearts is 27 million. There's your difference right there. That's your difference right there. But it's not a fairy tale. However, it's still a great achievement.
Unbelievable.
Considering the mess with Brendan Rodgers, then Nancy.
And also, when you talk of that squad being worth 144 million, if Balikwisha is worth £5 million, then I'm wanting a free transfer to Open Goal because I'm telling you right now, that squad is not worth 144 million quid.
There's a video of Balikwisha celebrating with his suit on in the change room for
Yeah.
Scott, and I'm like, mate, read the room.
Yeah.
But
Come on.
So listen, and let's make no bones about it. Celtic summer is just about to kick off.
Engels is leaving.
So many of them could, Ewan.
So
I think for guys in Maeda,
if you go through that first 11 at Celtic right now, who won't be there next year?
Sinisalo will be there. Tony Ralston will be there. Austin Trusty will be there.
Scales.
Liam Scales will be there.
Tierney will
Tierney
be there.
will be there.
Alistair Johnson.
Alistair Johnson will be there. Alistair Johnson will be there.
If he has a good World Cup,
Sarachi may not be there.
but I think if Johnson has a good World
Celtic
Cup
will accept a £20+ million bid if he was
for
to-
Johnson, if he has a good World
if
Cup,
they've got time to replace him.
because he was excellent when he came back.
His pass
Oh!
for Maeda's
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
I've watched it about 10 times. It's
Really
unbelievable.
good, really good pass.
Engels will probably go.
He's gone.
Hatate will go.
Gone.
McGregor will stay.
I think McGregor goes to Saudi.
I think McGregor will stay. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain will probably get another 1 year. Would you take another year for Oxlade-Chamberlain?
I'm going to take you back to McGregor. You say that with confidence. Have you heard something?
I'm only going after his. So I asked him the question after.
Who, McGregor?
Yeah, after the win over Hearts, he sat in the Celtic press room, and the question was: there's been a lot of talk of your future. A lot of Celtic fans worried whether you were committed at some points of this season. What does today in the last few weeks tell you? And does moments like this want to keep you at the club? And I've never seen him more, because he was all laughing and jokey at every point because he'd just won the league. Like, of course he was celebrating. But then he sat up and there was a point where, this is right. He wanted to make a serious point. He's like, leaders step forward, others step into the background. I've stepped forward for this football club. At every time I've had to, I have, and I'll do it again.
He didn't know when Nancy was in charge. He went into the background then.
Well, there was 8 games.
I know, but he
There's
never at
only-
any
but-
point stepped forward, did he?
Well, the difference being the 8 games was a basket case.
Yeah.
He didn't have a chance to
But
step
he
up
wasn't a
because he
leader
was playing
then.
in a
But he
3-5.
wasn't a leader then.
But you couldn't be a leader in a 3-5-2 formation when the manager didn't have a clue.
Anyway, do you
But
think
still,
do you
I
think
think
McGregor's there?
stays. I think Atati goes. I think Engels goes.
Bernardo
think-
McCowan.
McCowan
will-
stays.
Aye. Bernardo will probably go.
Do you think so?
Yeah, he's not got a game. Wasn't even on the bench.
True.
I think they would be silly not to give Ian Atcho another a proper length contract.
We've all said
He's
on
29 years old.
We've all said on this podcast.
Don't cry about it.
I know.
Sorry.
We've all said on this podcast that a fully fit Ian Atcho
Are you
is
now
a
starting
good
to
player.
believe me
Aye,
that
he's
he
a-
was better until they signed Shankland? I think Ian Atcho is a better finisher than any of the Rangers players, strikers. That's what I said
There's
for
no doubt.
weeks.
Aye, and you got slagged off for
Yeah,
it.
fair. So if Ian Atcho was to give him a full pre-season, he's only 29.
You keeping him?
He's 2 years younger
Are
than
you-
Shankland.
are you
Aye,
keeping him? Aye.
I would give him a 3-year deal.
Right, okay, so you're keeping him.
Maeda.
Maeda's gone.
Gone. But what I will say is, for the end of his season, he's probably added a right good few quid on his valuation.
Correct.
So Celtic will get a lot more from him than he would have if he was gone in January.
Yes. Agreed.
Yang signed a new deal.
Yang's just signed a new deal to 2030, so
Which
he
I
stays.
did not expect that.
Well, he was in a Birmingham Greg's waiting to be signing there on deadline day. So
I
that
thought,
shows you-
I thought Yang's stepped up to the mark. I think he's been good.
I think Tenecti will stay. Unfortunately, Balakusha has to stay. And Adamu will go. Mvuku will go. Who walk away with 2 winners' medals.
Unbelievable.
Ludicrous. Jota, I heard there's
hear-
a
Setback.
Yeah.
So he'll be back.
Late in the year,
Yeah.
around Christmas time, I was here.
I mean, I think you just have to start thinking of life without him. You have to-
Yes.
you can't, if you're Celtic, think, oh, we don't need to sign another winger because Jota's there. No, he's not.
No.
I also
Sign another winger.
obviously I don't want this for him, but I do sometimes think with a injury like that takes so long to come back from, what do you lose from that player when they do come back? You know,
We were
Yes.
chatting to Cole and Stephen O'Donnell just before they went on the live show on Wednesday, and it struck me how concrete they were that if you miss a pre-season, it doesn't matter when you come back, you are not the same player
No.
that season, regardless of
No.
when you come back.
Because they always talk about we need to get them into a good pre-season
yeah.
when they've come back from a lengthy injury. So Jota coming back, you're probably looking at next year.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was an innocuous tackle on
Yeah.
the last day of the season at Tannadice when they won the
Yep.
title.
Yeah.
It's
Who
mad.
else? So Callum Osmond, he might play a big part next season. So Celtic want to keep Sarache, but there's a lot to it apparently. So we'll see if he stays. Tenecti will stay. Dayton Murray is still there for the quota.
But they've got a huge building process
And James Forrest
ahead.
will
Any
probably
chance
go one more year.
Arojo comes back, do you think, or is he gone?
I think you've been mad not to try and get him. Especially
Oh,
if
I would
Alistair,
have him.
if there's a thought of
It's
Alistair Johnson going away.
I would have them. So they've got a bigger building. What's the word I'm looking for?
Job?
They've got a bigger building job than Rangers or Hearts for me.
100%. They're 2 steps behind straight away. Ahead of next season. They're 2 steps behind. But what they do have is a hell of a lot more money than Rangers and Hearts.
Correct.
And
But you have
me.
to also persuade the players to come that you want.
true, well, you're 2 games away from the Champions League. There's a carrot.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, you know better than us two, and you're also a Celtic fan, that football department, that kind of section of Celtic...
Will be changed.
That's been missing. Do you trust that that'll be filled?
It'll be changed.
You think? You
There'll
know?
be a restructuring.
I read Sean Maloney will be the director of football.
Potentially. Sean
Yeah.
Maloney will stay in some capacity. Martin Neal
Does
will...
he move upstairs, Sean Maloney?
Depends on who comes in. Because
If
if,
it's
it's Martinez, then he's his assistant. Of course he is.
Because
But then I think if he's Robbie Keane, would you not have him as his assistant?
Also, but you don't want to... does he not enjoy doing it? He might want to stay on the pitch
the
doing that kind of
Celtic
stuff.
fans don't want Robbie Keane.
I know.
They don't want him at all. The live show on Wednesday night,
Mm-hmm.
Frank McAvenny was going, forget all the names that are being bandied about. We want one man and one man only, Martinez. He kept going on about
Kept going on
Martinez.
about Martinez.
And then Davy Martindale was saying, I'm not sure you can afford Martinez.
I think Celtic could. If Celtic can afford Brendan Rodgers, Celtic can...
That's exactly what I was about to say.
It's
If
the
we
same.
can-
It's the
yeah.
same character. I think that Brendan
Same
Rodgers.
calibre.
Yeah, I think so.
And his wife's Scottish, so moving here
Yeah.
might not be the biggest challenge, you know?
They need to sort it quick. Now, Jean Bertalascu.
What are you laughing at?
No, I was about to cough.
Oh,
He keeps trying not to cough.
Sorry.
Jean Bertalascu is in Toulouse. It's done. Just to clear up quickly, just because Jean Bertalascu is in Toulouse doesn't mean he didn't want to speak to Celtic.
Can I back you up here?
Thank you.
I did see a lot of people on social media say,
Yeah.
Tam Cowan.
We love Tam.
Tam Cowan.
I didn't bite.
You should have done, because Tam Cowan
come on.
has made an absolute arse of himself
Listen,
on Instagram. At no point did you say that Jens
is
was
going to Celtic. No.
What you said, and it is true, that Jens himself wanted to have a chat with Celtic.
I don't think it's that big of a stretch to think that the Motherwell manager would want to manage Celtic one day.
No, not
It's
at all.
mad.
But
However,
Tam was painting the picture that you
I
had
was
said.
saying, Jens is going to be the next
Celtic
Celtic
manager.
That's why I don't respond, because it's not true. It's fine. I've told, in some way or another, there was a hint of a conversation between the two, and Celtic went for having him.
Just weren't for having him.
I just think Toulouse were already in the picture. He's on a lot of money in Toulouse. Not that he wouldn't be at Celtic, but who Celtic go for now will define the next period of the Scottish football title race. Because Rangers and Hearts, I think Hearts don't challenge for the title, but they're going to be there or thereabouts. If Celtic get this wrong again, they're I mean, you just can't afford to get this wrong. That's why some Celtic fans are like, there is no obvious candidate right now. So give it to Martin for another year.
Do you think Rangers are a far bigger threat next season?
Than Hearts. Yeah.
Then Hearts, yes.
But just in a general sense, do you think they're going to be a far bigger threat?
The question
They've signed
mark.
Shankland, and
True.
according to what Callum knows, sign me leaders, get me leaders. If they get those leaders
Well, we're
and
one
get
for
a
one.
Scottish core,
Yeah.
Is
Do-
that-
1 for 1.
Mike, the question I need answered is their manager enough of a leader though? That's still the question mark for me. May turn out to be, and see if he is, then
Yeah.
what a season Rangers could be in for.
yeah.
But he didn't show it towards the end of the
No,
season.
no.
And if he has a bad start to the season, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I don't care what Andrew Kavanagh says. It'll be the fans that decide if Danny Rowe's the manager, not Andrew Kavanagh.
It was the same with Russell Martin.
It was the same with Russell Martin. It was the same with Philippe Clement.
Yeah.
It was the same with Michael Beale. It was the same with Pedro Caixinha.
Correct.
Just
We know the list of...
on Celtic's managerial kind of chase to end this year, I've noticed Martin O'Neill's rhetoric change.
He's having talks with Desmond.
Considerably in the last couple of weeks.
Can he stay? I've said it. I said it in the live show, and I said it last week on the podcast.
But
mate, you need to leave. You've just won a double.
But are you saying that as a Hearts fan who's frightened of Martin O'Neill? Because that's what he did in 2 months with a basket case team.
He will ruin his legacy.
But we said that. But we said that 2 months ago. Even
After the game versus Dundee United, Celtic fans wanted O'Neill out. They wanted him out.
And what did he do?
Doesn't matter.
He went and won the double.
what do you mean? Of course it matters because that's his job. Of course it matters.
If Celtic, who've got a massive rebuild in the summer, if they get off to a poor start and they don't get into the Champions League, they're trailing Rangers and Hearts in the league.
But they did that this season.
I
and
think
Martin
O'Neill would be daft. He's done a
Ewan.
miraculous
Ewan.
job. Do you think he'll stay?
See, now I genuinely don't know. I was told, and
Okay.
again was proven right, I was told on the Saturday at the game that when we were chatting between Askew and Robbie Keane, that Robbie Keane was much more of a favourite than Askew was. And I was proven right because Askew's now away.
Yes.
Robbie Keane has resigned from Ferencvaros, finishing second in the league.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Great
Martin
question.
O'Neill, Celtic manager for the new season coming up, what are you scoring at?
Of likelihood,
Aye.
6.5.
Okay, so more just over 50-50. Okay.
I just think Dermot will. I just think he might do it.
So do you think the three that are in the running, O'Neill, Martinez, and Keane,
Bellamy, but Bellamy's definitely in the running.
is he?
Oh yeah.
Which would you take from those four if you could choose?
If you were Dermot Desmond, who are you taking?
If Martinez wasn't at the World Cup, I would take Martinez. I think Craig Bellamy might be just what Celtic need. But I tell you why I think there'll be apprehension. Because Craig Bellamy, as a player and as a manager, is fiery and passionate and very much a case of wanting to do it his way.
Which he did at Wales.
Did at Wales.
What a job he did at
Cardiff.
Wales. And I loved his media conferences. He
Yeah.
was so honest and upfront.
So
this is the problem.
would Dermot Desmond allow that fox in the chicken pen?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I think Bellamy would be box office at Celtic. I
Yes.
think Bellamy would be the type of character when it was Neil Lennon at the beginning, when everything was just a wee bit fiery.
Yes.
But he knew what it meant, and the alignment to the Celtic support would be big. And the stuff that Wales were playing were brilliant.
Oh yeah, I agree. I thought Wales were outstanding under Bellamy, and I loved the way that he spoke, and I loved the style of football as well. So out of the four that we've mentioned, who's at the top of this chart?
I think Martin O'Neill's top just because
O'Neill,
he's there.
then Martinez,
Then
Bellamy,
and Keane.
and then Keane.
That wouldn't be surprised me if any of the four get that job.
Is there anyone outside of those four that
Oh,
it
there
could
will
be?
Yeah, there was a huge list drawn up of so many different names. Thomas Frank might even be him
I did see that
Brentford.
name banding about yesterday.
because they do have a Champions League carrot there. They're 2 games away. They're seeded in the Champions route. They're going to come up against another Carrot Almaty type. They're 2 games away from a £40 million jackpot.
And Ange just said no, hasn't he?
Ange won't come back.
He's ruled himself out.
But believe you me, the pressure on Michael Nicholson and Dermot Desmond is huge. Because I heard it again for the first time in weeks when Celtic knew they were over the line against Dunfermline. The Green Brigade in that section at Hampden started singing Sack the Board again. For the first time.
Is that right?
For the first time in ages. And there was a few Celtic fans booing it. But at that point, they knew the season was done. Mm-hmm. They knew they'd won the double. They knew they'd get away with it. And that just crept back in. And I think that was just the slightest hint to go, we've not forgot how much you fecked this up.
So they're back to the talking points, the points that matter to them, and that's get rid of the board.
And the World Cup might hinder their transfers because so many of the most talented players in the world
are there.
Are a wee bit busy. Hence why Rangers got Shanklin signed up before he went.
48 nations. There will be players at the World Cup that Celtic will want to sign, that Rangers will want to sign, and possibly Hearts will want to sign. So it makes your transfer dealings a bit more difficult to fix.
So the 18th and 19th of August is when the Champions League kicks in for Celtic. That's their date.
When does Celtic need a manager in by?
They need a manager in now.
Yeah.
They can't be dragging the heels, can they?
If it's Martinez, right, and you said Sean Maloney's going to hold the fort, Martinez will coach Portugal until they get put out, and then will resume the role. So Martinez is still here in a sense because Sean Maloney is in contact with Martinez, doing all his business, know the players he wants, he knows the style he likes to play. Maloney can coach that in pre-season, and Martinez can come in mid-July, a month before the Champions League qualifiers, and get and there's some work already done. So I don't think that solely rules him out because he's got his number 2 already in. Keane can come tomorrow, Bellamy can come tomorrow, O'Neill's already there.
Martinez is the only outlier.
Yeah, I think this will happen quicker than not.
Okay,
we won't be talking about this.
Good.
In the first podcast of the World Cup.
Commiserations to Dunfermline.
Yes.
I was texting your former podcast host, Stephen Mill, and he said he just thinks Neil Lennon got the team wrong. It was going to be an uphill task regardless, but he said he thought
his starting 11 was a mistake.
Yeah.
Even I could see that, and I'm not even a Dunfermline fan.
Yeah, and I think he was there with his family and stuff, and there'll be plenty of Dunfermline fans like that. So commiserations, but
I don't think it makes much of a difference. I think Celtic were always going to win it.
I agree. So. I think Neil would have liked personally, I liked a bit of more of a fight from his team.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that Dunfermline team gets ripped up. I hope the owners, who are very ambitious themselves, try and keep as much as they can, because I think we don't know the other team that's gone down. We're just about to go into that. I don't think Livingston are favourites to come straight back up.
No.
I think if St Mirren go down,
you'd make St Mirren favourites to go back up.
My point being that Dunfermline would be Dunfermline would be there or thereabouts next season.
Yeah. See, next year when I do Kelso and when I'm up really, really late, can we do the podcast 2 days after?
Why don't we just do it Kelso?
Aye, stay there overnight.
He's away on holiday tomorrow. That's what
I'm away tomorrow morning. First thing.
Because the plan was to do the podcast tomorrow
after the playoffs.
Yeah. After the playoffs,
I'm jetting off because I need a week away before I spend genuinely 28 days with this man next to me.
I'm sawing in advance.
Topping and tailing. So yeah, a huge rebuild for Celtic. But again, if this is what they can, if they get their house in order, next season could be another blockbuster. Genuinely could be another blockbuster.
Congratulations to Celtic on a double. A genuinely incredible achievement.
Incredible.
I think it's an incredible achievement from where they were to win a double. I said they'd finish fourth, Ewan. You said they're awful. They won't win the league.
You also said
up until February, I was saying the Martin O'Neill factor would win them the league.
no,
and
but you
then I
also
changed
said
to Rangers.
if that Celtic team were to win the league, we might as well just give up and hand them the title for the next 20 years. So we can all admit that at one point of the season or another, we just looked like fuds.
All
right?
of us.
All of
Yes.
us.
Yes, we did do.
We are good at that.
So,
Okay,
yes,
moving on.
very well done to Celtic, and their Champions League kicks off the 18th and 19th of August. Now, a small matter. I tell you what a game! I'm so looking forward to this tonight. The playoff second leg in Paisley. St Mirren won.
St Mirren will win it.
Well, that's it. Good night, folks. Thank you very
Yeah,
much for joining us.
jeez. So dismissive.
Be careful.
St Mirren will win it.
Just be careful.
St Mirren will win it.
Who was the better team at Firhill?
At Partick Thistle,
In that second half by quite a stretch.
they should have been 2-1 up.
Right. So they're not done then.
I'm not
Please give more respect to Mark Wilson and Alec Ray, because
I have
Alec Ray
done
will
all season.
batter you.
I have done all season.
And then you've just shat in their carpet.
You're slagging me off all season for going how great Mark Wilson's done.
So how can you be so dismissive then next minute?
They missed their chance at Firhill.
But St Mirren are rotten.
That's a good
They
point.
missed their chance at Firhill. That's my point. Okay, they missed their chance. They needed to take a lead to St Mirren.
I
They
think they've
didn't.
still got enough to score first. And if they score first in Paisley, the pressure that will be on Craig McLeish and those players' shoulders will be incredible.
I don't think St Mirren run away with it. Don't get me wrong. I
They
think
don't
it'll be,
score goals. Of course, not
I
going to run away
think
with
it'll
it.
be a tight game, but I think St Mirren will edge it because of home advantage. I think Partick Thistle needed to win the first leg and they didn't. They should have done. They deserved to. They didn't. And
I think Mark Wilson will be kicking himself about that.
I agreed totally. Well, I know he is.
Right, let's
He's
get...
my friend and I talk to him.
So, the World Cup squad. We've not actually discussed this properly yet, have we?
No. Only at the live show.
Goalkeepers, Craig Gordon, Angus Gunn, Liam Kelly. Any issues there?
Yeah, Scott Bain,
Scott Bain
He's unlucky.
instead of
Kelly.
Kelly. Clark was saying Kelly's in there as a good third choice.
Because he's a comedian.
He's got
He's
good
got,
vibes.
He's got. But then Cole said here as well, we talked about Barney, he's like, when he speaks to the people in the Scotland squad, that Scotland camp can get quite boring at times. So you need a mix. Defenders, Hanley, Hendry, Hickey, Heim, McKenna, Patterson, Ralston, Robertson, Suter, Tierney.
Stephen O'Donnell robbed, in my opinion.
I agree.
No offence, Anthony Ralston.
Stephen O'Donnell should be in there.
think
He's
so.
been outstanding this year.
What about Milne?
Milne as well, sorry, yeah. Milne's been out. I mean,
That's a bit more congested though.
the boy's phenomenal.
Bit more congested in his position.
The left back position.
But
You'll know better than I will because I can't remember. John Suter, has he been injured or has he just not been playing?
bit of both.
Okay.
Midfielders, Christie, Curtis, Ferguson, Gannon, Doak, Gilmore, McGinn, McLean, McTominay. Feel bad for Lennon Miller.
But congratulations to Finlay Curtis. What a moment.
Brilliant.
Really exciting for him.
Brilliant. But then deserved it.
Yeah.
4 wins, 5 wins in a row, whatever it was for Kelly towards the end of the season. Forwards, Adams, Dykes, Hurst, Shanklin, Stewart, Ollie McBurney.
He blew it for himself.
Oh, don't give me that shite.
He blew it for himself.
Well,
What?
Clark wasn't happy with him.
Right.
He took a private conversation out in the media,
That'll do it.
but then scores the winner in the richest game of football to take Hull City up to the
he was
Premier
brilliant,
League.
brilliant in the game as well.
And Uni's been brilliant.
Aye.
To be fair to him, I thought in the previous Ollie McBurney who played for Scotland, I was like, nah, do you know what? It's just doesn't work.
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah, completely. And
4 years ago.
I think him over George Hurst.
Aye.
I think you're both missing a really crucial point, which Steve Clark alluded to in the press conference where you spoke to him, which is he's taking the right attitudes.
Listen, I think as long as Steve Clark's the manager, Ollie McBurney will not be in the Scotland squad
So
again.
we all sat here. Well, not here because we don't have the podcast. But I'm talking as a football fan base. We all sat during Euro 2024 and after Euro 2024. After that debacle against Hungary, he needs to look to the future and stop picking his favourites. There we go. It's a list of his favourites again. And this is my issue with the likes of Lyndon Dykes getting into the squad and Shea Adams and others, is that they have no jeopardy. They have nothing to worry about.
They kind of knew they were going to be in.
They're going to be there, but they're going in with no form. They're
No.
shite. They are shite, and they're not even playing for their clubs. Lyndon Dykes has scored 5 goals all season. Is shite. no momentum, not in good form, and he's in the squad, and he knows he's in the squad. He knows he's going to the World Cup. You cannot run an international squad with a group of players who know they're going to be there, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent.
You can't, because they won their World Cup qualifying groups. They're doing all right.
All right, okay. Well, see,
And
listen,
they made 3 out of 4 major tournaments.
Do you know? I hope, but the 2 tournaments, shite.
No, I know, but they go there.
But again.
So they are to a level.
We don't want to go there and just make up the numbers.
No, I know, but I think if you'd asked any Scotland fan at the beginning of this campaign, would you just like to get to the World Cup? Then absolutely they would.
So now we're there. I hope I'm proved wrong. But I think, again, he's picked his favourites. And I think that is the wrong way to go about picking a Scotland squad. Look at what Thomas Tuchel has done. He's left out some of the biggest names in world football.
The
because
English media, if they don't win that first game.
But the thing is, right, Foden has been shite, so I can understand why they left him out. Trent Alexander, shite at Real Madrid. I can see it. Cole Palmer.
Trent Alexander's been brilliant.
Yeah.
The last couple of months he's been okay, but he doesn't even play at the start of the season.
No.
You've then got Cole Palmer, who's been shite. You've got
Harry Maguire, who's been very good for Man United.
yeah, I know, but he's gone with players who have been in good form all season.
I think you're proving my point for me, because what Thomas Tuchel has done is gone with players who he likes the attitude of and left out the ones that he doesn't, and that's exactly what's happening with Ollie McBurney.
We'll see.
Time will tell.
I hope Steve Clarke proves me wrong, but the last 2 Euros worries me.
There's a big element of the Tartan Army who are on your camp.
Yes.
And there's a lot of pressure on that Haiti game now.
Correct.
And especially if the reports are to be correct in that he does sign on till 2028 before the World Cup. If that World Cup doesn't go well...
You can't give him a new deal before the World Cup.
Let's see. I don't actually know yet. I'm not in... I don't have any, but there's a report in the Times that he's set to sign from 2028.
So we play Haiti in our first game. We're going to have to score goals in that game because I do think we concede against Morocco, and I think we concede against Brazil, and it could come down to it that final game that we play Brazil in, Brazil who'll want to top the group, because see, if you finish second in that group, you've got probably the toughest run to a final in the World Cup.
France in the next round.
I think France is if you're third, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, it's France if you're third, but if you finish second in that group, your chances of getting to the final are slim to none. So that game could mean quite a lot for Scotland, and they might have to score goals, Brazil, to get themselves top of that group. My fear is that we don't have enough goals against Haiti, and we end up going out on goal difference, finishing third.
Yeah, I think that there's a chance that can happen. Yeah,
could easily happen.
The one thing that I think we all agree on, I don't want to speak for you, Ronnie, but I'm with you on this one. I think giving him a deal to 2028 before a ball's kicked to the World Cup is a bad move.
Yeah.
I just think it sets up this... There are Scotland fans that no matter what Steve Clarke could do, they just know having him right. Then that's fine. And you might be one of them.
I am one of them.
He's a cheerleader.
But what you do is you then give that element of the Tartan Army fuel.
Yes.
That already... I mean, they could beat Haiti 2-0 and they'd still go, we should have beaten them before.
Yes.
There's Scotland fans that will never be happy.
No.
However, they could be very easily proven right if this World Cup doesn't go well and it's Steve Clarke that takes us to Euro 2028. I mean, we're there already. We're hosting. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of already there. So we can't really have a poor qualifying cap. Well, we can't have a poor qualifying
campaign. And
campaign.
you know what? See, Euro 2028, Lyndon Dykes will be there.
You're so bitter.
Well, it's only 2 years away. They probably will.
Can't stand him. I think he's shite beyond shite, and I can't believe that players have been left out for him. Barney Stewart should be there ahead of him.
I disagree with your...
Burnley should be there ahead. What?
I don't agree with your Lyndon Dykes is shite.
All right.
I think Steve Clarke plays him better than his club does. And we'll see. Listen, we'll see.
We'll see.
I remember the 1982 World Cup, and our first game was against New Zealand, and we won the game by 5-2. What knocked us out of that World Cup and not making it into the knockout stages was conceding the 2 goals against New Zealand. That came back to bite us on the ass because nobody else, I think, conceded against New Zealand, and they battered them. But those 2 goals, and we conceded 4 against Brazil in the 4-1 game. We then drew 2-2 with the USSR. Had we not conceded those 2 goals, the draw against the USSR would have been enough, but we went out in goal difference. My fear is, because of the way that Steve Clarke is as a manager, and with our strikers, my concern is that he starts with Lyndon Dykes or he starts with Shea Adams and Lawrence Shanklin's on the bench. He has to go with a 2, and with Lawrence Shanklin
against Haiti, I think he does have, and I think you're right. I think the 2 will be Dykes and Adams. against Haiti.
It has to be Shankland.
Because he played those two against Denmark in the Park and in Copenhagen in the opening game of the qualifying round, and
He'll play Shankland. He has to play Shankland.
I hope he does. I but I know he loves Shea Adams. Shea Adams as his boy.
We need goals against Haiti, and Shankland's your goal scorer.
So 4-4-2.
Yes.
Shankland and Adams for me. I'd then go Doak, Gilmore, McTominay.
McGinn's one of the form players of the world right now.
Is a fit Craig Gordon better than a fit Angus Gunn?
Yes.
You?
Aye. But he'll play Angus Gunn. Robertson, Hendry, McKenna, Hickey.
Not Hendry.
It's better than Hanley.
I know, but that's
Better than Haim.
I'm better than Hanley.
Better than John Souttar.
See that defence that you just read out there? That comes up against Morocco and Brazil.
No, I think he goes back to a 5 against Morocco and Brazil.
But even then,
I know.
you're up against Vinny and Rafinha.
I'd put Tierney as one of the 3 centre halves against.
Yeah, I
the other
would.
two.
Yeah.
So yes, we'll be bringing you podcasts. That's why he's sitting here, not going to Boston, Miami. We fly out a week on Thursday.
It's terrifying.
It's mad.
Yep.
Fly out to New York. There's a Boston friendly, a Bolivia friendly in New York. Then we go to Charlotte. We then go to Boston. Then we go to Miami and hopefully further on. Right, the STV Radio Football Show Season Awards for 2025-2026. The category is your moment of the season. On-field moment of the season.
Have we all got one?
I've written mine down, but I can't really remember what it was. Anyway, go on. You guys go first.
Ewen Cameron.
I'm going to say it, even though it ended up being a heartbreak moment. The Shankland goal at Celtic Park.
Was your moment of the season.
Just because I was there with the Hearts fans and the emotion of it, that feeling, I still have it. It was such an unbelievable feeling of Shankland scoring that header at the back post.
You should
Remarkable.
probably go next then.
I've got 2.
You can't have to.
You must pick one.
Okay. Kieran Tierney's goal against Denmark.
There's a good goal.
I think more so than Kenny McLean's was a bigger and better celebration. And I think, but Tierney's was the one that did it.
Key. It was a key goal.
That was the moment I thought, we're going to the World Cup. Hampden was bonkers. I think we broke 2 of the
You
tellies
knocked both of them
celebrating.
down. I was picking them up.
My honourable mention was going to be Dyson Maeda
Well,
because the world was stopped at that point.
I'll take it for you.
When Don Robertson, that VAR check, I've seen so many videos across the world of genuinely people who wouldn't even know what Scottish football was a year ago. The whole world was on the edge of their seat for those 10 seconds when Don Robertson is getting in his ear that it's a goal.
That for me is a good point you've made there about the moment of the season. Just Scottish football as a whole, because the world has opened their eyes up to Scottish football, and that's thanks to Hearts. Let's be honest about
completely.
it.
No question.
And also Motherwell. I think Motherwell have been a breath of fresh air, but Hearts challenging the duopoly has opened up the eyes to the world. And what Hearts have benefited from that is that they've picked up fans from around the world.
Yeah. I mean, every neutral. And why would you... And
you get it.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Christ, there was a 10% part of me was like, that'd be really good if they do it.
Aye.
The other
No, I get
9%
it.
was celebrating. Right, anyway. Off-field moment of the season.
Well, what's your moment of the season?
Oh, he's
I'm
Dyson
going with
Maeda.
Maeda.
Dyson Maeda,
Yeah,
okay.
'cause I was listening to someone on a podcast who went to I can't remember who it was, but went to the media kind of press area for that game and said that they've worked in football for decades. They'd never heard a noise like it when that goal was given by Don Robertson at Celtic Park. So I'll go with that. Off-field moment of the season, I'll go first because I said it before. I still think it's one of the greatest things that happened, and it's Loch Lomond with the Rangers squad and Russell Martin and the memes that came from it and the way that information was disseminated. It was just amazing.
Poor guy was just trying to get his season back on track.
It feels like a lifetime ago,
Doesn't
that.
it?
The pile
Doesn't
on.
it?
Genuinely.
The
Remember-
pile on for Russell Martin.
Yeah. My off-field moment of the season, the tactics board from Wilfried Nancy.
What a feckin' season we've had, isn't it?
Unreal.
That tactics board.
But again, I mean, that
That feels like a lifetime ago as well.
Do you remember he didn't have green?
Yeah, it was red and blue.
It was red and blue. He didn't have the green little bits.
But he had the Celtic players as blue.
I saw
The Celtic players as a blue.
Just excellent.
I know AI can be dangerous, but sometimes it's brilliant. And the AI video was Nancy doing the tactics board and turning around and going, "We are champions." My off-field moment of the season was the whole Desmond family versus Celtic supporters.
Oh.
The Dermot Desmond open letter about Brendan Rodgers' behaviour was incredible.
Yes.
An assassination of one of Celtic's greatest ever managers,
Yeah.
self-serving, everything that came with it. And then we get to Celtic's AGM,
Oh, that was.
and Ross Desmond reads out another letter. All hell breaks loose inside the AGM. Peter Lawwell, behave! It was anarchy. And at that point of the season, going, oh, by the way, troops, we're going to win the double under Martin O'Neill. The Desmond stuff.
That bit with Peter Lawwell, it was like he was in charge at a nursery.
so good.
Behave yourself! Behave!
The Desmond letter is, and the one.
Here's. I'm going to ask you this.
Uh-huh.
That Desmond letter, which was a remarkable letter.
The one at the AGM with Ross, or the one about Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers.
Aye.
I mean, I don't think I've ever read a character assassination of a football manager from a football owner or chairman or chief exec in my life. That was something else. And yet, Brendan Rodgers has kept quiet. He at no point has come out to say
Remember that dropped?
We were celebrating, doing our first ever podcast. We were 5 gins deep each, and we had to run to STV to get it on the late news.
We ran across. We were in the Kelvin Grove Cafe,
Yep.
and had to, and half jaked, run across to STV to put
get
it
it
on
done.
the late news.
Do you know what I was most raging about? I just bought a gin and had to leave it. I was full. Sitting right there.
Reading that statement, every line got better and better. It was just that's going to get clipped up. It was genuinely incredible, absolutely incredible. And then Ross Desmond again saying what he said on behalf of his father about you need to just realise how good you have got it.
Yeah.
Do you know,
A lot of healing needing done between the Desmond family and the Celtic support.
we've also not mentioned Honda Civics. We've not mentioned that STV were doing a report in Colliers Cafe in Glasgow for a different story, and Martin O'Neill's sitting there, and we didn't know, and it went out on the television.
That's right, before he got announced as a
Before he
Celtic
got announced.
manager.
And all of that's just incredible.
There's so much that went on
Stephen
in this
Presley's
season.
dream when
Yeah.
he dreamt the team and then won.
It's the best season we've ever had.
Yeah.
Do you know? I agree.
On and off the pitch.
Stuart,
There's been
Stuart
rem-
Kettlewell telling the fourth official to F off weeks after wanting respect about language and all that sort of stuff. Oh, there's hunters.
Yeah. It was such. Somebody should write a book on the season alone.
Right,
be a
the
bestseller.
next category is the biggest winners of the season. Ewen Cameron.
Hearts. Hearts have won the attention of the world.
Go on.
Callum Bell.
I will say it's very self-serving. I'm going to say us. What a season to launch a podcast.
I thought you meant Dundee United. I was like, hang on a minute.
No. What a season to launch a podcast. We absolutely struck gold with when we launched it and how it's all turned out. So I'm going to give us the winners of the season.
The biggest winners for me were the people locked in a room deciding the post-split fixtures
I'll never forgive them.
and how they put that game at the final game and how well it worked out for Scottish football.
Worked out for Celtic.
Absolutely. They're also my biggest winners. Celtic winning the double in a season unlike any other. Biggest losers, I'll go Hearts because they won all. You don't get a prize for second place.
Oh, very good.
And out of both cups, I will applaud how well they did, but considering how close they came and how much they missed out, and also Ross County.
Rangers for me.
Biggest?
Losers.
Okay.
Biggest losers, Rangers.
Third.
What a mess they've been, and they finished third.
So they've got 2 qualifiers for
Yes,
the
Europa League.
Europa League.
Rangers for me.
2 qualifiers. Rangers
Again, they've been a mess as well. All
what have
season.
Hearts got? Hearts have got 3 qualifiers for the Champions League.
They do. They're going to get either Fenerbahce or
Sturm Graz.
Graz.
in the
The draws in some point in June.
And that's
If we get through that, then we're guaranteed Europa League football.
no.
No, is that qualifier?
If you get through that, you're guaranteed Conference League football.
That's it. Yes. Anyway,
Celtic are guaranteed Europa League. Rangers are guaranteed nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
They need one more qualifier
Yes.
as well.
my biggest loser is VAR this season.
Yeah.
Good shout.
It's been a disaster.
Yeah.
And in some of the most prolific most watched moments at the end of the season. I think it was a real letdown.
Shock of the season. Shock of the season.
Motherwell have to be in the equation for that, because nobody could have dreamt up that story.
They were in a title race in February.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I think Motherwell shocked the season. I think Dunfermline have shocked a lot of people, especially with the run in the Scottish Cup. There's a few candidates in there, but I'd probably give it to Motherwell, because a lot of people were predicting bottom 6 for them, and there they were up until February.
Johns Bertil who was the cry.
They were title contenders up until February. So yeah, Motherwell for me, and fair play to them. Unbelievable.
As a Dundee United fan, beating Celtic twice at home. We've not done it for decades, and we've been so pish either side of those games and throughout the season. But winning against Celtic twice, I probably won't see that again for a long time. So
But you've done all right against the big two.
we're good when we don't have the ball, which is worrying. We're really good without the ball and on transition, but not when we have to actually, break teams down.
Shock of the season?
Ross County's relegation from the Championship. They were favourites to win the Championship.
Yeah.
They'd just gone down. Roy McGregor has spent a fortune.
You're obsessed with Kettlewell, aren't you?
People ask me a lot.
I get asked
I don't
that.
know why.
I
What's
was
Ronnie's
asked
thoughts on
about it at the
Kettlewell?
live show.
Yeah.
But you can get why I'm saying that's a shock of the season.
Yeah. All that money spent.
You just look really happy while you're saying that.
No,
That's
not at all. Ross County, fantastic club.
fantastic manager.
So, one sentence summary to finish us off. One sentence summary. Callum Bell has a poem.
It might be pish, so it might
Read
not
it
be
out.
edit. Oh, we going now?
Oh, you go
Oh,
first.
well,
Jack.
I'll go first. You can finish with the poem,
Fine.
and then we'll call it a day. Oh, no, we've got the quiz, haven't we? We doing the
A
quiz?
bumper bonanza quiz.
Okay. Greatest season in Scottish football history.
Nice.
I genuinely believe it. I think it's been remarkable.
Really hope your sentence is what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
Celtic aren't going to win the league. They're awful.
If Celtic won this league, you might as well just give it up and give them the title for the next 20 years.
You're a fanny as well.
No, do you know what? It's probably that. I was going to say something along the lines of hearts are falling apart again. But we'll see, literally. Yeah.
Greatest season ever. I've loved every second of it,
Right,
despite not winning the league.
this will be fun. Callum Bell was on a train for 3 hours and came up with a poem, ladies and gentlemen. Don't say we don't give the people what they want.
I'm worried this is going to feel like it's 3 hours long. Are you sure you want this?
Is it long?
It's a wee bit long.
Oh,
We'll edit
Quickly.
it. We'll edit out if it's pish, all right? A season for the ages and perhaps the best yet. Let's have a look at the highs, but first the regrets. A fistful of Martins, O'Neill, Russell, Dale, some with misfortune, one a fairy tale. Nancy, Kettlewell, Bartley, Tulleen, each one of them gone, exiting the scene. We can't be forgetting that a goodbye to Brendan. Oh, has anyone got a Honda Civic they can lend him? Loch Lomond, Tactics boards and a season of bloom. Hoops ecstatic, hearts broken, we'll get to that soon. St Mirren Cup winners, but could yet go down. Partick Thistle desperate for that Premiership crown, and the players this season who lit it all up. From last minute winners to lifting a cup. Braga, Just, Maeda's a flop. Congreve, Sapsford, Callum Ward with the stops. Boyle, Chermiti, Miller, McCart, Shankland, O'Hara, Maeda sinking hearts. And come on to fuck, Scotland made their mark. A World Cup this summer hand delivered by Clark. Kenny McLean from the halfway line. McTominay's goal mural at Hampden enshrined. Haiti, Morocco, the might of Brazil will thump them all easy, 5-0. That's still to come, but in the now and here, well done to Derek, so far yet so near. Hearts were broken, but never forget, the whole world knows you now. Have no regrets. And Celtic, wow, who saw that coming? McGregor, heroic. Maeda's still running. O'Neill take a bow, unbelievable work. Another example in the season of quirks. And Ewen Cameron, you might just take the biscuit. We said at the time, why would you risk it? Celtic aren't winning the league. They're awful. The slacking you got simply shouldn't be lawful. Tens of millions of people that know you're a FUD. A Celtic full cup wanker, that was some buzz. So let's one last time make a toast to this season. It's impossible to pick out just one single reason. So from VAR, Jens, McCann and fan bands, Presley will ferry pitch invasions from fans, the good, the bad and the downright disgusting. The eyes of the world on a race so blockbusting. So next season, I'm sure, will be the best and the worst. We cannot bloody wait, but let's lift the World Cup first. And for the very last time, before we wrap up, hey there you with the sad face, come up to my place and live it up.
Done.
That's just done.
Ah, it was pish. Well done, Callum Bell.
Thanks, lads.
We'll do that
Thanks,
as a regular thing every year now. You need to do a poem.
Very
Right,
good.
so that concludes our STV Radio Football Show Awards for the season. I feel like we should have worn a black tie or something. 2025, 2026. And now,
yeah.
Quiz.
Callum, it's a bonanza?
So it's all about this season. There's 10 questions. I don't really care if
Just
you've,
on this season?
Just on this season. Ronnie might be done by the time we get to question 5 because he's won it, but we'll just keep going anyway.
Go.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which Rangers players? Oh, don't ask me to repeat it loads because otherwise we'll take ages. Which Rangers player scored the opening goal of the Scottish Premiership season?
Christ.
That was against Motherwell.
Motherwell.
1-1. It was 1-1 game.
Correct. Let's get through this quickly. Come on.
Go.
Nico
an answer?
Raskin.
Tav.
Tavernier, 1-0 Ewan.
Shit.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Okay, question number 2. Only 6 players received 10 yellow cards or more this season in the Scottish top flight. Just name one of them.
Say that again.
This is
Just
six players received 10 yellow cards or more this season in the top flight. Name just one of them. I'm sweating from doing that poem because I'm so
Okay.
nervous. Go.
Cammy Devlin.
Finlay.
Neither.
Cammy
Brad-
Devlin didn't get...
Nope. He was injured. Mind.
Do you know who I was going to say? Raskin.
I was going to say McGregor.
Spencer, Gogic, Dees, Scales, Yovu, and Dylan Tate.
Okay, go.
Question 3. Name the only team Wilfred Nancy's Celtic failed to score against in the league.
Got it.
He has actually got it as well.
Motherwell.
Correct. So you're 2-1 to Ewan.
Yeah.
Question number 4. How many current SPFL clubs have co-managers?
How many SPFL clubs have got co-managers?
Of the 42 clubs, how many have co-managers? You don't need to tell me who they are. I'll tell you that after. That's quite funny. Come on.
I'm
Quick
gonna
game's a good game.
go There.
What have you done?
2.
1.
It's 2. He's 3-1 up.
Feck.
Peterhead and Arbroath.
I didn't know Peterhead.
Question number 5. How many games did Motherwell draw in a row at the start of this season before Jen's got a win in the league?
I've got an answer.
Go on.
7.
8.
You had 6 and you made it 8.
I
and it was
did.
6. So still 3-1 Ewan. Question number 6.
We cannot finish on 3-1.
Blow the whistle, Don Robertson. Right, Celtic fans, get in here. Stop the quiz.
Excellent.
Where's that guy with his wee daughter?
Question 6. Which player scored the first hat-trick of the Scottish Premiership season against Hibs in January in a 4-1 victory? Which player scored the first hat-trick of the Scottish Premiership season against Hibs in January? It's 4-1.
That's a really good question.
Thank you, mate. I do write them.
So the first hat-trick was scored in January. 4-1.
I would give you the stadium, but then you'd get it.
No. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, only if you ask it like that.
I need to stop screaming on a microphone.
Forget that.
Top 6, bottom 6.
Do you want that clue? Top 6.
Was it? No, it wasn't he?
I'll say it one more time. It's for the people at home who are listening and there's deadly silence. Which player scored the first hat-trick of the Scottish Premiership season against
got
Hibs in January in a 4-1 victory? Ewan Cameron's 3-1 up. It's on question 6. Don't show him he's just seen that.
I've not seen it.
I've got it. I've actually
you?
got it. I remember watching it.
Ronnie, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Sorry, pal.
I've got it. I'm going to go 4-1 up here.
I think you might.
Are you struggling here, mate?
Yeah.
5,
I think it was Rangers.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ronnie, just say an answer.
Dyson Maeda.
Nah.
Who is it?
It is Barney Stewart.
It was Barney Stewart against Falkirk.
At
against Hibs.
Falkirk Stadium. I remember watching his hat-trick.
It's 4-1, and there's only 4 questions to go.
I've still got time.
Put these managers in order of when they were sacked or resigned from least recent to most recent. So the first one in the season to be sacked onwards.
Okay.
Jimmy Tilleen, Stuart Kettlewell, Russell Martin, David Martindale.
Tilleen,
So-
Kettlewell.
Martindale. So give me in order of who went first.
Now, there's one that's going to be very tight, I think.
What was it again? Make use of 4?
So, what? Sorry? What?
Okay.
Okay, so put these managers in order of when they were sacked or resigned from first to most
Yeah.
recent. You've got Jimmy Tulane, Stuart Kettlewell, Russell Martin, David Martindale. And in the silence, I'll just fill it with some.
When did Tulane go?
Okay.
Peter leaving.
Are you going to be okay?
What do you mean?
You sound really ill.
No, I'm fine. My throat's going after shouting last
If
night.
you give me a cough on the way to America or away to my holiday tomorrow with Fraser, I will personally.
I was 4 hours at Kelso Races last night shouting over a microphone to 4,000 people. I've got a sore throat.
Okay. Ronnie?
So I've gone Martin.
Yep.
I've then gone Tulane, Kettlewell, Martindale.
So you've both gone the same?
Yes.
You're both out by one.
That was
Martin.
Kettlewell before
Russell
Tulane.
Martin, 5th of October. Stuart Kettlewell, 15th of December. Jimmy Tulane, 4th of January. Martindale, 1st of February. Unlucky lads. So, Ronnie, you have to get the next 3 right and hope he gets them wrong for you to even just get a draw.
Thanks.
Question number 8. Which team beat Rangers the day before he took the squad to Loch Lomond? I like that one. Which team were responsible for Loch Lomond?
It feels like another season ago.
Yep.
So you get sacked after Falkirk.
Correct. Chased out the stadium. Hounded. So
Then
which
he beat Celtic.
team beat them the day before they all went for their team bonding session?
I've got an answer.
You got a fair idea?
Don't know.
We're going to do all the questions anyway, but
Yep.
put something down because it's 1 hour 40 already.
I went with Hearts.
So did I.
Both right. Come on. 5-2. Ewan's won the quiz.
Yes.
Just go ahead anyway. Who put in the corner that Lawrence Shanklin scored from for Scotland against Denmark in November? Iconic.
Who took the corner?
Who took the corner?
There he was, right
I
next
think
to the
I know
goalkeeper.
because I think Steve Clark mentioned this in his presser.
I think you're right. That's probably where I got it from.
You forget he scored in that game, didn't you? Genuinely.
The wee touch.
Have you? I watched that back because I was doing it for this quiz. Schmeichel on the goal for that corner. What is he doing?
You're writing something down. I'll just say mine. McGinn.
Lewis Ferguson.
Correct. Lewis
Oh, it is
Ferguson.
as well.
5-3. Final question. I think I've not missed any. No, I haven't. Which Scotsman played the most minutes in the English Premier League this season?
Great question.
Thanks, pal.
There'll be one I'm forgetting.
Worrying some of the players that are in the Scotland squad who did not play very many minutes at all in the English Premier League this season.
I know, scary. I'm going to go with this. I'm not sure.
You can start packing this up, which is nice. Also, your outro card, Ron, has a lot of info on it. That's probably a thing I probably shouldn't say and leave out the edit, but there it is if you want it.
5-3, isn't it?
5-3. You've won anyway.
Yeah. I went with John McGinn.
So did I.
You're both correct. 6-4
John
Ewan
McGinn.
for the big quiz bonanza.
Well,
Well done,
can I
sir.
Can I thank Callum Bell for the time he's taken to write every single quiz this year? Well
Yes.
done, Callum.
Well
Thank
done,
you very
Callum.
much.
Cheers,
Thanks, lads.
mate.
Right, well, guys, that's us for another season. Can you believe it, Ewan?
I need a break because my
Because your
emotions.
heart is breaking.
Yeah, my emotions are all over the place. It's been a brilliant season,
Yep.
though, and I've loved working with you two. So thank you, Callum. Thank you, Ronnie.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
We've had a lot. Thank you so much for everyone who's sent in their jokes.
Everyone who's watched,
I know.
everyone who's contributed,
People are. I still find
comments, good, bad, and different. That's what football's all about. We've loved the banter. We've fallen out. We've loved. We've cried. We've laughed. We've done it all.
We've argued.
we've been drunk more times than we should have on this
My
podcast.
Well,
God help us in America.
yeah. Only a couple of times you were aware of the sick bucket, but the sick bucket was out more often than not.
I was just so much of a professional. I was hiding it most of the time.
Yeah.
Right, that is a wrap for the Scottish Premiership season 2025. 2026. A very good luck to Thistle and St Mirren tonight. And once again, genuinely from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for being part of this podcast journey. Remember, the World Cup podcasts are coming very soon. Like, share, subscribe, review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, STV Player, and everywhere else. So for the final time this season, Until 2 weeks' time with the World Cup, thank you so much for watching, commenting, joining, and being a part of the STV Radio Football Show. From Callum Bell, Ewen Cameron, and Ronnie Charters, thank you and goodbye.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by CR Smith.
The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by CR Smith. CR Smith are local everywhere in Scotland. They offer great finance rates so you can get the best products for your home at an affordable rate. CR Smith are Scotland's top rated windows and doors company on Trustpilot. Make sure you're on the ball. Head to crsmith.co.uk to get stuck into the amazing windows and doors. Thank you very much to CR Smith and thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time on the STV Radio Football Show.